Hey there, Woo Ball fans. It's time to order this season's official Waldorf Gridiron Club swag. We've got hoodies, crew neck sweatshirts, in case you want to avoid having a head handle to pull you down in those bar fights, long sleeve tees to cover your Woo Ball inked sleeves, and short sleeve tees for when the weather is warm, or whenever, if you're hot-blooded. As usual, funds raised from these reasonably priced, colorful apparel go to the Waldorf football program. So, order now. In fact, our store closes on the 28th of July at 11:59 p.m. on the dot. You can pick up at the Thread store in Algona or have it sent right to your home. And have it before the season begins. Just go to the store link in the show notes and place your order today. Don't delay. We'll see you and your sweet Woo Ball gridiron gear at the game. Go Warriors! Welcome to the Waldorf Gridiron Club podcast, your home for all things football at Waldorf University, the best small college football experience in America. Hosted by Andy Buffington and me, Troy Thompson, from the secret bunker beneath Bullsdorf Field.
Welcome to this episode of the Waldorf Gridiron Club podcast. Here we go, folks. We're rolling through the GPAC.
Rolling. Get those
GPAC rolling.
Hey,
rolling, GPAC.
I was going to go. Yeah, it's hard not to
You were going to do ride?
It's hard not to.
Ooh, wow, Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
Yeah.
So, this week, Troy and Coach, the esteemed group of GPAC reviewers, we're going to be looking at Briar Cliff University out of Sioux City, Iowa. The Chargers.
Belong, create, unleash. That's their.
Is that their?
That's got to be their academic standards.
slang?
right on their website.
Ooh, okay.
It says it right there.
Yeah, well, that's great. 180 short miles away in the big Sioux City Sioux.
Sioux with an X.
Yeah, the CIOUX. Oh,
That-
not a C, it's an S, isn't it?
Dang it. Yeah.
Ooh, sorry.
Sioux
Yeah,
City.
Spell it either way.
I'll tell you what.
Sioux City's a lot bigger town than I remember it being, but it's good size.
It's a good size city, and
Yeah.
got a lot of stuff going on there. But so let's say, folks, that you're thinking about sending your child to the Briar Cliff. Okay.
Start out with how much it costs.
How much does it cost, Troy? Well, let's start with tuition. $35,544 right there.
Reasonable.
And then they have general fees. So if you'd like to be a
Always.
general, you pay the fee of $1,412.
Is that it to be a general?
Why don't you round it up to $1,415 or $1,400 even, like that $12?
Don't give them any ideas.
Come on. The room's going to cost you $5,340.
It's a good room, though.
And then if you want to eat, $6,178.
Don't need to eat.
Nope, absolutely not. But your health and wellness, bargain price of $180.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, you get what you pay for. So I'm guessing that if you're only paying $180,
Yeah,
For the whole year.
yeah,
that's for the year.
basically $20 a month that you're there.
You're semi-well.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's going to lead you to a grand total of $48,654 for one single year at Briar Cliff University.
Keeping it under 50.
Yeah,
Not
exactly.
for long, probably.
And still, as we say every week, getting a good deal here.
Yeah, you're getting a great deal.
Great
Getting a great deal. Isn't it funny how the how all schools, universities, higher education has just like astoundingly led the way in inflationary costs beyond anything of market value.
Well, and thank God for that.
Isn't it amazing?
I mean, isn't it good just to make sure that you can take this 18-year-old kid,
Yeah.
send him to school, give him $200,000 worth of debt, and they can get a job for about $38,000 a year.
No, we went back to that. Was that
last
Liz
week.
last week?
Yeah, that was last
Yeah.
week.
But folks, for a lot less than that, you can get a great private education
Dang.
at Waldorf
Yeah, come
University.
on.
And you know that, which is why you're sending your kids here, or if you're the player, that's why you're going here.
Y'all should be coming to Waldorf. I'm just saying
Be
it.
a
right
warrior.
now. Yeah.
You want to be a warrior or a charger? Well, I guess if you're spending $50,000 a year on an education, I guess you are a charger.
You're going to charge a lot.
Charge it up.
Exactly. You guys take American Express, right?
That's what that means. It's just a horse with a dollar sign in the eyes.
Yeah, well, they got 941 people that have signed up for that.
That's pretty good, though. Close to 1,000.
Yeah, they're getting there. I mean, Briar Cliff's got it going on.
Well, I don't know. They do have Sioux City, though, with an X.
They're expanding.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
They are, and good on them. We know Briar Cliff.
We know Briar Cliff.
That's right. You got a mosquito in the bunker here, Troy.
Well, I'll tell you what. They like warm, damp places.
Oh.
Ooh, leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Yeah. Well, as we mentioned, Briar Cliff University is in a beautiful Iowa town that, again, I said 180 miles away, called Sioux City, Iowa.
I do like Sioux City.
Population 85,790.
Pretty good size.
Good size.
Is it like
town.
the fourth biggest town? Maybe not anymore with all the suburbs of Des Moines.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
really don't know.
All right.
And I care even less than I know. I mean, because you know what town I like?
Forest City,
Forest
Iowa.
City.
Forest
baby.
City, Iowa, baby.
And Leland.
I do like Leland. Yeah.
I know.
I like all the towns around.
Leland.
Which is actually, Leland is Spanish for the land.
And that's French.
Oh, it's French.
Leland.
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 I was going to say, I don't know.
Oh, we should call it that.
Spanish.
Leland.
Leland.
When somebody says, "Hey, I'm looking for the town of Leland." Oh, you mean
You mean Leland?
Leland?
Like Des Moines?
Got to furrow your brows like that.
Ugh.
Oh, yeah.
You have
We all do it.
You have to get the.
Well, we're eating a croissant.
Don't you say? Yeah, exactly.
Is that a bird's eye? Is that croissant?
Is a croissant? Do you have a cigarette?
American croissant is a bird's eye. I just got chocolate in my mustache.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
I prefer the apple fritter.
Apple fritters are good.
They are.
So yeah, little things about Sioux City. Did you know that Sioux City is the navigational head of the Missouri River?
I do know that.
Did you know? You know what that means?
Lewis and Clark took a little time there.
No, the navigational head means that's the furthest point north that cargo ships can travel.
Oh.
That's the
the
stopping
Sioux.
spot or the
That's it.
beginning spot?
No, well, that's as far north as they can get. It's wide enough and deep enough to get up to Sioux City. Then after that, sorry folks, park's closed. Moose out front should have told you.
That's right. That's why they've got you got to take flat bottom boats after that. Skiffs.
Oh,
Long john boats.
Queen wrote a song about that.
Flat bottom girls.
Oh, jeez, I was so close.
That was fat bottom, not flat bottom. And I did the same thing. That was not the song.
Nailed it.
Flat
Just a
bottom
remix.
girls.
Just a remix. That's all.
No.
They make the boating world go down.
Nice.
Oh, so yeah, it's also the home of the Sergeant Floyd Monument.
Yes.
So Charles Floyd,
Yep.
who was with the Lewis and Clark expedition.
That's right. Only one to die.
Yes, in their 2.5-year expedition, he was the only one to die, and they buried him right there in Sioux City.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they got a monument for him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Pretty nice of him to.
How'd he die?
He got sick.
yeah,
He got sick, is what happened.
Disease.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they'd
Didn't
been,
have the back
they'd been
pills.
further south there having a council with the Sioux Nation at on the bluffs. They call it Council Bluffs, fittingly. And then, moved on north, and that's when old Sergeant Floyd died. Mm-hmm. He was the only one to die, but did you know that on the way back, Meriwether Lewis got shot in the butt by one of his own guys and had to roll in to St. Louis at the end of this fabulous expedition to the Great Northwest, laying on his belly?
Didn't know that.
Now you know.
Why'd they shoot him?
They were out hunting.
Office.
Oh,
They
it
were
didn't
by
have
that
his
time.
orange on.
Oh,
No, you're correct. But by that time, this is what's so funny. I mean, it's not funny. It is a little bit. They had pretty much worn through all their clothes in that 2 or 3 year expedition.
not a lot of washing.
So they had to, by this point, they're all pretty much in buckskins.
Oh yeah.
So Meriwether Lewis looks like a Bambi out there through the brush.
Exactly.
Bam, right in the butt.
I think I got him.
You bet.
Did.
There you go. There. You're welcome, Warrior Nation.
Yeah. Take that.
Take that tidbit.
That's right. You put that in your pipe and smoke it. Okay, and it was also, Sioux City was nicknamed Little Chicago during Prohibition due to its reputation as a purveyor of alcoholic beverages.
Nice.
No way.
I know. We like Sioux City more and more all along.
Well, there you go. Great hotel down there, the Warrior Hotel. We talk about that quite a bit. That's where you should go if you're going to stay overnight.
Yeah.
We should stay there.
Stay at the
100%.
Warrior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give 'em a little
Warrior. Yeah.
little Warrior
Yeah.
T-shirt.
Yeah.
Warrior T-shirt, Warrior
Bring a
long
flag
sleeve
or
shirt,
something.
Warrior crew neck sweatshirt, or a hoodie sweatshirt, just like the ad says.
Yes.
Yeah.
All that. Buy them all.
Buy them all, folks. When this episode comes out, you'll have 2 weeks, roughly,
Only two.
to get your official 2024 season Warrior Warrior Gridiron Club.
That's about 14
Waldorf.
days.
Yeah,
It's 14 days.
get on it.
Absolutely.
Pitter patter.
Let's get at her.
You know it.
All right. Well, another notable thing that happened in Sioux City, the crash of Flight 232.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yes,
They made a movie about it. I think it was a TV movie.
they sure did.
So you know what happened.
Now, one of the things, and this kind of enters my professional world, 184 people survived, and there were 111 fatalities, unfortunately, that, people did die in that crash. But weeks before, the airport and the local emergency responders actually did an exercise specifically for an airline crash. So they were very well prepared at the airport.
Yeah.
And it was textbook. Again, people still perished, and that's not a good thing. But it was extremely successful in the fact that 232 more people lived than passed away.
Not everybody perished.
Yeah. That's good. That's good. So I know that the 186, is it 186?
186th Air Wing.
186th Air Wing. They're a refueling wing now. They're out there, Air National Guard. They are at the same airport, obviously.
Yeah.
And they are, as a refueling wing, they frequently, because they're right here in the middle of the country, they will refuel pretty significant airplanes.
You mean like Air Force One?
Yeah, the first one there.
Yeah.
A lot of time. Yeah.
Don't you know?
When they're rolling around, say like after 9/11, got to have fuel. You're not just you're hanging out in the air.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
There you go. Well, there you are.
Yeah, and
Nothing to do with
It's
Briar
important.
Cliff.
No,
They have
but that's
nothing
important.
to do with that. It
What
is.
about Sioux City,
Sioux City's a great town.
Yeah, it is, and there's a lot of stuff to do,
Yeah.
and we could literally talk for hours about Sioux City, Iowa.
Yeah.
But they have some notables, people from Sioux City that I thought was pretty great.
Yeah.
So, former U.S. Congressman Fred Grandy.
Is Fred Grandy from Sioux City,
He's from the Sioux.
better known as Gopher from The Love Boat, one of my favorite shows.
Boat. Soon we'll be making
Making another run. The Love Boat. You don't know this?
No, you guys. sound
Promise
awesome,
is
though.
something for everyone.
You never? Do you know what The Love Boat
Set a
is?
course
No.
for
Oh my
adventure,
God.
your
You
mind
guys,
on
I use
It's
this as
so
a
old.
class. I use this as a class
Oh,
every single week.
Well,
And you know what? It was right before Fantasy Island.
yeah. Deep playing.
Ricardo Montalban, Hervé Villachez.
Oh, so the Love Boat was very campy creation about a cruise ship that took off Southern California every week, and it was in the middle of really maybe the high holy days of 3 network television.
Oh, yeah.
And so you would get all of your TV stars and then formers and then returners, like, whatever. And they would be guest appearances. You'd have like 3 or 4 situations going on, and they'd all be special guests. And every week, and there'd be some situation. And then the regular crew was just a cast. Now, I've been on several cruise ships, and I can tell you that I've never met the ship's doctor. But in the cruise ship, this cruise ship, that doctor Adam is very creepy. Like, he's in everything.
Oh, he's a player.
He is a player. But how can he be a player?
But then you look at him
You
thinking,
go, no way.
wow, these chicks are desperate.
And he's just, the crew is macking on the people. Gopher, Fred Grandy, Harvard educated, Iowan from Sioux City, apparently,
Yeah.
went on to, for the rest of his life, be known as Gopher because he was the ship's purser.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which does what?
Make sure that people pay their bills.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Or
yeah.
bursar. Maybe it's bursar.
Yeah. No, it's purser.
Okay. Yeah. That
Yeah,
makes sense.
with
Yeah.
a P. And the cruise director was
Julie.
mm-hmm.
Did you like the first Julie or the one they replaced her with?
No, first Julie.
Yeah, for 100%.
Oh, absolutely.
She had she was very cute, but
the 70s.
she developed a real. I think she had an affinity for cocaine. I think that's why she eventually left.
70s, right?
But it was
Oh, yeah.
several seasons in, so I mean, she had achieved her fame. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, absolutely. Then you had, was it the bartender? Was it Isaac? Was that?
Oh yeah, Isaac for sure. So again, been on several cruise ships. Way more than one bartender. But if you look at that today, if you look at the Princess of the Pacific or whatever it is,
Yeah.
that the boat,
Pacific Princess.
Yeah, you look
that
at
was
that
the name of the
boat.
love boat. You bet.
and you park that next to like one of these Royal Caribbean ships,
No,
and you're just like, is that the dinghy? It's just so
Looks
crazy.
like a minivan.
Yeah.
that's the excursion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And then of course
ferry.
Captain Merrill Stubing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bald guy, but he had been on other shows, Mary Tyler Moore, all that
And
stuff.
how do you pick like? We got to name the captain something. Well, how about Merrill?
Perfect.
And what do you think for last name? Stubing. I mean, come on, man.
Hey, they came up with it. I think
did.
it was.
And I remember it 40 years later.
Yeah, who's that girl that was on 90210 and the late? I mean, it was her Spelling, Tori Spelling.
Tori Spelling.
Yeah, her dad, Aaron, I think was
Spelling,
the one
yes.
that developed that in
Yeah,
part.
Rich man.
So they're probably not streaming this anywhere. I would.
They
assume.
are. That's
They
how
are. There you go.
Yes, they are.
There
You
you are.
can see it on Amazon.
Okay.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
It's one of those classics that just you could watch.
They're really not very good.
Don't
Oh,
know.
okay.
They're now, but
so
it's
why would they be streaming it?
because it is nostalgic.
Good enough.
You know why you
It's good
watched?
enough.
You
Yeah.
know why you watched? The only reason I really watched The Love Boat is because of Fantasy Island was on next.
Yeah.
Smile was everybody wants.
Well, you get to see all the
Ricardo
stars.
Montalban.
Yeah.
Ricardo Montalban.
Okay.
Rich Corinthian.
See,
he's a sell.
that is too bad because I know this isn't politically correct, but one of my favorite put downs to my dog is to call him Retardo Montalban.
Oh,
Oh, ouch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that to me is
because of
funny.
this pencil right here.
But he doesn't know who Ricardo Montalban
No.
either. Yeah.
No.
He might.
He doesn't.
I mean, he
There's
might
a
be on-
reason.
Okay. Well, also, if we're going to keep going through the notables here
Yeah.
and not spend 10 minutes on each one.
No.
Tommy Bolin,
No idea.
Deep Purple. He was a member of Deep Purple,
Oh.
the band.
Okay.
Yeah, which is really cool. Carol Edward Cole. He was a serial killer.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Don't just gloss over that one.
We have a serial killer in Iowa, or did he move somewhere else?
No,
to
I
do
think
that?
he killed some people out west. Like two, though. I mean, so I guess you kill two people.
So you're a
not at
serial-
the same time. That's a serial
killer.
killer.
Oh, I
By the definition, I think he's a serial killer. But hey, born and raised in Sioux City, Iowa. Yep.
We send those people out west.
Oh, absolutely. Then there was Tommy Lee Farmer. Tommy Lee Farmer was the first person in the United States to be convicted under the three strikes rule. So they got that going.
Again, out west. We don't have the
No,
three
no,
strikes
he was-
rule here.
It's a federal thing.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, I'm sure it's federally charged. Now, so that's
You're out, baby.
yeah.
I think Colonel Bud Day he's a Medal of Honor guy.
Ooh, that's huge.
Yeah, Vietnam.
Yeah.
I think he's from there.
I believe you're correct. And then Esther and Pauline Friedman. Do you know who they are?
No.
I bet you do. You'll bet they're better known as Ann Landers and Abigail Van Buren.
Oh,
Yeah, advice columnists back in the day in the
Yeah.
newspaper. There was
they're from Sioux City, born there, maybe.
Yeah,
They didn't live there.
Dear Abby was a column where you'd write in,
Yeah.
my husband doesn't appreciate me and everything else, and then she'd write out like, get over it.
Yeah.
Your job is to get the dishes done.
Yeah, she'd say like, I can see why you're such a whiner.
Exactly.
It's absolutely not what she said. It's completely unhelpful advice to the husband.
No.
Yeah.
So
But did you know that I don't know which one, if it was Dear Abby or the other one? Who's
Ann Landers?
Ann Landers. I don't
Yeah,
know, one of
advice.
those two. So their grandson, one of those two ladies' grandson is a representative from Minnesota that was running for president, or he was trying to with primary Joe Biden this year.
oh.
I can't remember his name, so clearly it's not that important. But that's part of his story.
Well, you said Minnesota, and my ears just instantly went.
yeah, my ears do that all the time.
Yeah, I know, me too. Yeah. Now, probably my favorite Sioux City notable.
Go ahead.
Troy, don't answer. Jerry Mathers, coach.
No. Is this back in the day, too?
This is way before our day.
Oh yeah.
Anything back in the day, guys. I'm not.
No, this is before us.
Have you ever, Ward?
Oh,
You were a little hard on the Beaver last night.
No. Why are you laughing?
because
Is it bringing back
Jerry
some memories?
Mathers was a kid. His character's name was Theodore Mathers,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
and they called him the Beaver.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was a show called Leave It to Beaver.
Okay.
That was
I've
a
heard of
huge
it.
show. Yeah, yeah,
I've
yeah.
heard of it.
Jerry Mathers was the guy.
Yeah.
He, Warden June Cleaver.
Mm-hmm. So it'd be
Cleaver,
Theodore
yeah, sorry,
Cleaver, yeah.
Theodore Cleaver.
Yeah.
And then there was Wally, his brother. I
Yeah.
don't know if it was Wallace or
Wally.
yeah. And then of
Older
course,
brother.
then you had Eddie Haskell,
Yep.
shenanigans
It's always the
Yeah.
neighbor kid
back in the day.
stealing the show. Really.
So what Troy referenced was, there was an episode. It actually didn't happen, but the joke is that there's an episode where Ward had to get after Theodore
mm-hmm.
Beaver, and at breakfast the next morning,
June says,
June has to look at Ward and say,
well, Ward, you were a little hard on the Beaver last night, which is I had a poster of that in my room.
Probably in college at Waldorf.
Did you really?
No, I mean
Probably
sure.
there somewhere.
Right next to the Samantha Fox poster. Probably it was real classy.
Oh, see, I was a Heather Thomas
Good
guy.
dorm.
nothing
Good
wrong
dorm
with that.
room for you.
Heather Thomas, man, those posters back in the 80s were just filthy. So anyway, Jerry Mathers, born in Sioux City, Iowa. Leave it to Beaver.
So a lot of history over there. with
Look,
some of these
apparently,
folks. Yeah.
there's a lot of TV, campy TV shows and
lot of-
serial killers
Yeah,
out there.
A lot of
Yeah.
talent.
Yeah, a lot of
Some would
criminals,
say.
a lot of, absolutely. But it is the home to Briar Cliff
That's right.
University.
That's a good transition.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Get back
That's
on
right.
track
Yep.
here.
You like the segue, boys?
I do. It was very
Thank you
good.
very much. It is a Franciscan university, Catholic, and obviously Franciscan. It's in honor of Saint Francis of Assisi.
Ah,
Yeah, absolutely. And Saint Francis,
of a sissy.
yeah. one of my favorite quotes was, "Go out and preach the gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ to all people, and if necessary, use words."
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Well, he is the one that you see in gardens all the time, isn't
Yeah,
that
he
the
drove
one?
the snakes out of Ireland.
No.
Oh, wait. No, that was St. Patrick.
Mm-hmm.
God, I was close.
Yeah, that would be. I think he's the one that's in the garden. All that you can tell that we're not Catholic. So like,
No.
that's he's like peace and nature kind of
Sure.
saint.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Yeah.
Apparently. So yeah, it was I don't know what being a Franciscan university does for them.
You
but-
got a lot of windy roads for no reason and questionable politics.
Yes.
Fair.
So in March of 1929, Mother Mary Dominica Weinecke, she was Major Superior of the Sisters of St. Francis of the Holy Family of Dubuque, Iowa.
That's a great name, though.
That's a lot of title. I mean, how do you put that on a business
superior?
It's long. Yeah, a lot of
Yeah, exactly.
acronyms.
You should add that to your title.
So Mother Mary Dominica Weinecke, let's see, your card says Major Superior of the Sisters of St. Francis.
Major
Major
superior.
superior,
Probably, is it major or mother?
No, it says Major Superior.
Major superior.
Oh,
okay.
and she's, I mean, man,
that sounds more like Salvation Army.
she carries a yardstick.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
but that's
Well,
good.
Discipline.
Anyway, Mother Mary, along with Edmund Heelan,
Bishop Heelan.
yeah, he was bishop of the Sioux City Diocese.
Mm-hmm.
They co-founded Briar Cliff College after meeting with members of the Sioux City community, and they committed raising $25,000 to support the establishment of a Catholic women's college.
Nice.
Ooh.
Women's college in Sioux
Women's
City.
only.
And 3 days later, boom.
No, they
College.
So first thing they did is they had to get the 12 foundresses.
Who found dresses?
Yeah, yeah, and they were carefully chosen by Mother Dominica, and they were led by Sister Mary Servatius Greenan, who was named the first president of Briar Cliff.
Don't you think it would be better if it had been foundettes?
Ooh.
Foundresses.
Remember that name? Remember that conversation?
Yeah.
Foundette. Oh,
Going back to the Ets here.
yeah, and so there was a lot of the foundresses. There were a lot of Sister Marys.
Yep.
There's like one, two. There's a lot of them. There's a Sister Leota. There's a Sister Julia. There's a Sister Esther and a Sister Lucille. But a lot of Sister Mary, Mary Clara, Mary Elise, Mary Aquinas, Mary Ermina, Mary Louise, Mary Claire,
Mary Don
Servet.
Henley.
Yes,
They're all in there.
Henley. So in September of 1930, the college was dedicated and named after the hill where it was located. So 1930. So they started this process in 1928. Or I'm sorry, 29.
So a year later.
Yeah, a year later.
Pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 4 days, 4, not 3. 4 days later, 25 women started classes in Heelan Hall.
Nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pretty good.
Yeah, 1937, they went from a 2-year school to a 4-year. So boom, right
Oh,
now.
that's pretty quick.
That is real quick.
Yeah.
Good
And
transition.
then-
They beat us on that.
Yeah.
Like they started way after we did,
Mm-hmm.
but they became a 4-year
quickly.
way quicker than we did.
Yeah, absolutely they did. And in 1965, 55 men were admitted to the college.
Those lucky
I wonder
guys.
what that conversation was like.
Oh my gosh, could you imagine?
Yeah.
Like, do you boys want to go to school here? Yes.
Well, and I'm more thinking of the other way around. Like,
Yeah.
do we want to let them in?
Oh,
You know?
Well,
we've got a
probably they
good
didn't.
thing going.
Well, it wasn't a Baptist university.
yeah.
All
I
right.
mean, they were like, well, you know what? We need to have more Catholics. Let's throw some guys.
Get some guys in here.
Yeah.
Get some good Catholic boys in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1966, so just a year later, another 150 men were admitted, and the school officially declared themselves co-educational.
I thought you were Yeah, and they officially declared themselves Lutheran.
No, nothing like that. Not crazy. Yeah.
Co-educational.
Yeah, and then
That's a good way to be
then,
sometimes.
of course, in the late 1960s, they started building buildings, and one of the buildings, I could not find out information about this.
Yeah, which
But
one is
in
it?
1968, they added Noonan Hall.
Oh,
Noonan Hall.
I can only imagine that was named after Danny Noonan.
Noonan.
Miss it.
Noonan.
Yep. So
Is it spelled the same way?
it
I
is.
feel like that was a.
Yeah. There's not a lot about Noonan.
It's available only to upperclassmen students.
Well, of course, because Danny Noonan.
Yeah,
You know.
for ground level doesn't matter. Anyway, they've got some admin offices.
Do you
The
do-
president's office is in Noonan Hall.
Oh, yeah. Do you do drugs, Danny?
No.
No. The Caddyshack. No. Okay. Sorry, I took that a little too far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got all their business office stuff is in Noonan Hall. But you can apparently also live there if you're an
And
upperclassman.
the president's there.
Yeah,
Huh.
Keeping an eye on them.
yeah.
Making sure
There you
they're
go.
going to mass every Saturday night. So when we look to notable alumni, the only two I could find were Eric and Ethan Erdman, which is weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Four City kids.
No,
Yeah.
no relation to our Erdman
No,
either.
No.
they're two Four City kids. Eric was a basketball standout, and Ethan Erdman was employed by Briar Cliff University up to last year.
Oh,
Yeah, he's gone on to greener pastures, but he was the GPAC SID of the year last
Oh,
year.
nice.
is that right?
That's
Yeah, he
that's
was.
That's
Way
an
to go,
important
FC.
job.
Yeah, good job.
FC helping out BC.
Ethan Erdman, class of 2015. Thank you very much.
Ah, my son Tanner was in that class.
I know.
Yeah, yeah.
They're friends
Pretty
with the
sure.
Erdman boys.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely they were.
nice.
So, yeah, that's Briar Cliff University, folks.
That's all you need to know. Well,
Hey, thanks
I
for
don't know
playing.
about
We'll
that.
see you next time on
What's on the
Love Boat.
The cliff is the Briar Cliff. That's what that place was
That's
called.
what they call themselves.
Yeah, but that's what
cliff,
they said. It
yeah.
built it on the hill that it was.
Yeah, that was on a
Yeah,
hill
yeah.
that it was.
That's what it was called.
So, hey, we'll put you up there on Briar Cliff.
Hmm.
You suppose it was like a whole bunch of bushes and such?
I mean, sounds like they had to clear some bramble.
Well, the
Those
drop
sisters had to go out there with scythes and
Yeah.
Oh,
swords and
What does
things.
a drop off have to be considered a
I
cliff?
think you just have to have a. Well, look, I mean,
somebody
there
has
are-
to fall off it.
Yeah, there are some.
Yeah. Sister Mary.
This is now a cliff.
Remember how earlier we were discussing you didn't believe in gravity?
And the earth is flat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I can see really far. Keep looking. Yeah, it's amazing.
Exactly. Hey, look, there's South Dakota.
Well, that's amazing. I feel like there should be more to say though about the football team.
Well, that's interesting because the football team didn't start until 2001.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah,
See, it's basically
really.
just old enough to drink now. I mean, for by a year.
Well,
so-
not really, because in 2003 that was their first official varsity season. So I don't know if
21
Yeah.
no
this season.
in 2003.
So they brought in some young.
2000.
2001.
Yeah,
Yep, and then so in 2003, yeah, so yeah, 21.
yeah.
They
There's congratulations, Briar Cliff football.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, so from 2013 to 20, they used to play at the high school field, and then in 2013 to 2016, they played their games up in the Dakota Dome. That's where they played.
Yeah. You said 2016,
Mhm.
2013. Yeah. So when I was at Doane playing, we played Briar Cliff in the Dakota Dome.
The Dakota Dome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like 38 miles away from Sioux City.
Yeah.
Also, they played their home games there.
And they had the turf that was like cleats weren't going to do you any good. You needed actual turf shoes.
Oh, really?
And none of us knew that until we got there.
How'd that go?
And then we were slipping all over the
But
place.
you won,
Well,
didn't you?
yeah, we won.
Oh, absolutely, you did.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
You won, and you were barefoot, essentially.
Essentially, yeah, don't run full speed.
Wow.
Can't stop.
Can't
stop full speed.
Huh.
Yeah.
And so why they didn't, because they didn't have a football field.
Mm.
They played at the high school. And
Well, and they've been sharing with
Yeah.
a high school.
They just got a football field.
yeah, they've been sharing with
that was
high
in
school.
I think they were building that last year, maybe.
I
Maybe the
think
year
you're
before.
Right, yeah.
I don't think they came here last year and
Yes,
played
they
us.
did.
Yep.
And
They
we beat
broke
them
it.
last year, and we went out there the year before that.
Yep.
Beat
And
us
we
out
true.
there.
played them
But the year before, so that when we went out there the year before that, they were
At the high school.
at the high school,
Yeah,
and that
we
was
were.
It's a big stadium. It's a nice stadium.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
this-
They do a good job.
Great for like, remember halftime though? It was like you guys are like jammed into like a concessions like restroom garage thing. It was
It was
very
a little
small.
It's about the size of the
This
bunker.
bunker,
outside
yeah.
the bunker.
It was-
Yeah,
She was
You got
small.
58 guys.
And then we parked in the Baumgars parking lot, which I think is right next to it.
Yep.
Got there just in time to stand in the Baumgars parking lot and stop and hats off, do the national anthem.
Yep.
And then we're that's when we
Yeah.
got there.
Yeah. Did you stop
do.
at Baumgars? They got good stuff at Baumgars.
Yeah, but we got our own. So
That's true.
I think Baumgars is from out of that corner of the state, though, or in that area.
Yeah, I
think
think
they're
you're
from
right.
out there.
Maybe even Orange City.
Oh,
I don't think so.
it's not give them. I mean, they got
No.
paint. Leave it
They've
at
got
that.
enough. Yeah.
Yeah, the Dutch. So their head coach is Shane Ledage. Coach Ledage is entering his 4th season at the helm there at Briar Cliff.
Mhm.
He has played Waldorf every one of his years. Yeah, he's only the 4th head coach in school history. Coach Ledage is he's a graduate of Southwest Minnesota State. He's a Mustang out of Marshall, Minnesota.
Oh, I just can't stand Southwest Minnesota State.
Oh, because they're in the NSIC, aren't
Yeah, but I'm not. I mean, not anymore. And neither is
Yeah.
Upper Iowa anyway, so it doesn't matter. But my experience there was, well, they were a good program. And they actually have a cool thing. They they ride the horse across the stadium at the beginning.
they? Was it a Mustang?
I doubt it, but it was a person on a horse.
They made you think it was a Mustang.
yeah.
Well, I mean, what makes a Mustang besides a car? Like a horse that's a Mustang, what makes it a Mustang? I don't know.
Miles per hour.
I mean, thoroughbreds are. Wow! Thank God we have a computer.
Yeah, vamp
Yeah.
We're
on
gonna
that.
find
Like,
out.
what is a Mustang?
We get Wi-Fi.
Mustang's
bunker.
just a wild horse, isn't it?
Yeah, I
Well,
don't
and that's
know.
Southwest Minnesota State. Do we really want to give them that much time?
No.
Yeah, might as
But
well. They're not going to
I
listen.
do wanna
Colors
hear
are
the beef.
terrible. It's like brown and
Maroon.
It's like 2 shades of brown.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
It's not great.
Yeah.
They pulled up a bunch of cars.
Yeah, what's a Mustang? Exactly. Yeah.
They're not real.
I guess I have to say horse. Like Mustang.
don't know why you
horse.
wouldn't.
Yeah, because if you don't, you just come up with Mustang horse.
What makes
Definition.
What's the difference between a Mustang and a gelding? I think we know what a gelding is.
Well,
I mean, right?
it says that it apparently the domesticated, so it must be a wild.
Yeah.
It's just a wild horse, and and domesticated Mustangs have been proven to be extremely versatile.
Mean. They bite.
Oh, really?
Right?
That's-
Yeah.
I would assume.
Well, anyway,
I don't know. That's dumb.
so Coach Ledage, he also he coached there at Southwest Minnesota State,
Yeah.
and then he moved on to St. Joseph's College. So if you Google St. Joseph's College, there's
Okay.
like 2 or 3 of them, and I don't know which one he was at.
Oh,
Yeah, because there's also a St. Joseph's University. They're out in Maine. They're in New York. I don't know where he went after Southwest
Is there a
Minnesota
St.
State.
Joseph's College up
it's all
here?
It's all part of
I
the.
don't know, man.
Because he was at Minot. I do know that.
Well, yeah, but between St. Joseph's College, he went out to the University of Wyoming.
Yeah.
Could be
Cowboy,
there's
Laramie.
Indiana. You're right. Maine, Philly,
Yeah,
New
but
York.
yeah, and before he came to Briar Cliff, he was out at Minot State University. He was a Beaver
Mhm.
out there.
Yep. Ward.
Obviously is in Minot, North Dakota. So overall record for the football program there at Briar Cliff is 23. Jeez, Andy. 53 and 174. They have a 23.3 winning percentage. Their best finish in the GPAC was in 2019, where they tied for 5th. 5th is their best. But I really think Coach has them come in the right direction.
He was not there in 2019, or was that his first year?
His first
That was his first year.
Well, he's entering his 4th season, so 2021 would have been his first year.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be the one. I'm sorry to get stuck on this, but he could have gone to St. Joseph's College that was in Indiana. That's a Catholic school,
Oh yeah.
and it's not in business anymore. It closed up shop.
Did they have a football team? We don't know.
Oh,
And honestly, we're spending more time on this than we really probably should. But that's just me. So anyway, Waldorf, as we mentioned earlier, has a deep, rich history with Briar Cliff. And the history of the series, so between Waldorf, we've played this team 9 different times.
Okay.
The first time we played them was in 2010.
Wow.
Yeah. And we're right. Their record is 4-5. Ours is 5-4
Okay.
against them. So we've won the last 4 straight. In 2020, we did not play them because, COVID.
Yep.
But yeah, in 2010 and 2011, it was the first time that we played them. They took both of those contests. The series resumed in 2016, of course, minus 2020, and they've only won 2 of those 7 games.
Terrible.
Yeah, 2019 was my first time against them coaching. 10-17.
They did have football there.
Yeah,
They were.
well, they did. Good.
They actually were pretty good back in the day, and in the Great Lakes Football Conference. And so there, and also that's where that's also where the Chicago Bears would frequently do their summer training camps.
Well,
And the film Brian song was filmed there.
Oh,
Why'd they close up shop?
They're not very good, I guess.
I guess finances.
Business and money and stuff, but
Yeah, so the football team might have been good, but
Chicago Bears.
they had some Division II teams in baseball and different things, but they were NAIA in football and had some championships there.
well, good for them.
So maybe that's where their coach came from.
Well, no, his last gig was at Minot State, way up there.
Didn't you say he went to St. Joseph's though?
Well, no, he coached,
It was one of his stops.
he coached there. That was one of his stops.
Well, I mean that would explain why he's not there if it's not in business anymore.
Well, that would make sense because then he went out to the University of Wyoming, which
Yeah.
is big time
Big
program. Out there in the is that Mountain West Conference or
Yep,
Big Sky?
Big Sky.
Big Sky Country, Montana.
Mhm.
But Wyoming, the Cowboys. We actually had a kid that was
It's a big sky for everybody though. They need
Yeah,
to
it should be.
get over that a little bit,
Yeah, but still. So yeah,
They go there and they're like, "Oh no, you're right. It's way bigger than my sky."
exactly. It's like all above me now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I tell you what, Iowa could be the Big Sky
Yeah.
Country because I can stand in my yard and see. I can see South Dakota, Illinois, Missouri.
You don't even need to look anymore. You got a phone app where you can do the stars at night.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
you
and
can.
wherever you point it, it just tells you what everything is, and it's kind of cool.
What's your favorite constellation?
I don't know. Probably the Big Dipper.
Mm-mm.
It's the only one I can find.
No,
What's yours?
Orion.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Oh, the Hunter. He's my favorite.
like that one. It looks cool when they draw it all out.
Yeah, I can't see it.
See, I can see.
Orion's
I
belt.
can see Orion. You can see his belt. It's
Yeah.
the most prominent, and then he's wearing. I don't know. Would it be a skirt or a tunic?
I would call it.
But Orion stands there with his bow drawn.
Yeah, I've seen all the white
Yeah.
lines connected, but
Yeah, no, I can
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's something about like in the wintertime, Orion's really easy to see. So
Yeah.
you're out there for a walk at 5 a.m. and you look up and if it's a clear morning and you
There
see
he is.
Orion up there, just, and I don't know how we got to that.
Well,
Big Sky. Yeah.
Big Sky.
Big Sky, yeah.
Anyway, you can look at that stuff in the constellations. If you point your phone down to the ground, you can see what they're looking at in Australia. So that's a huge sky.
Wow. That is a big sky. Yep. So Big Sky Country out there, Wyoming Cowboys. But there was a gentleman that graduated a year after me from high school that actually played football out at University of Wyoming.
Yeah?
He's a cowboy. Big dude.
Mm.
Big dude. You bet. Scott Coffrin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Remember
yeah.
Scott?
Yeah. Good guy.
Yeah, he went to Wyoming, huh?
Good player.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Well, yeah. He was tall and thin in high school, and then he put some size on him.
Yeah.
That's what you guys do, right?
Can't teach tall and thin.
Got to put some meat on the bone.
Get him in the weight room.
That's right.
Get him in there and get him have another
Yeah.
cheeseburger, son.
Take a break about that just for a moment. How are things going? You touched the base with all your players this summer, and we
was
checking
just-
in on it.
yeah,
How we doing?
Was
Are they-
just talking to Andy about we're looking probably for one more position there on the interior nose. But after 4th of July, we've been sending out day one install stuff to the incoming guys, so at least they have something on their phone they can look at. And so then, when they get here August 6th and we've got them full time, they're not like, what does all this mean?
Yeah.
So, I'm excited. I mean, we got some really good players coming in, both some good young freshmen and some transfer guys.
Yeah, I saw this afternoon one of your recruits out running sprints in his yard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's
he
good.
was good for him.
Which one do you remember?
What do they call him? Jason? No, gosh, dang it.
I don't know. There's a lot of them.
His last name's Thomason.
Thomason.
Jack Thompson, dummy.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, I did see him running.
Oh, my gosh,
I did
geez.
see him.
What happened?
He was running sprints out in the yard.
Yeah, when we got here.
Yeah.
Well, he was walking back when
He
I
knew you were coming.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Well, that's what I thought too.
he had
Like,
cleats on.
Because
he was lifting. He just finished lifting.
He'd run out. He'd run out next to the road and look down like, no.
Are they here yet?
Yeah, there's no silver grocery getter coming. So.
Yeah.
He was walking back to, I guess, his starting point.
Yeah.
Because we sent him all the conditioning tests. What we're gonna.
Oh,
do for
really?
that, so they've all got that.
Well, I know they got their room assignments.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Where's
they
the boy going to be living?
Well, just like his father.
Oh.
Really has a legacy. He's going to be living in South Tanner.
Oh my God!
Did he get your room?
Really?
We could have requested that.
I don't remember.
Oh.
No, I couldn't.
I could point it out from the outside. 1, 2, 3. Out the windows, you know.
I was fourth Johnson my freshman year and second Johnson when I was an RA.
Mm.
Yeah,
Johnson the whole time.
Johnson.
Yeah.
Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson.
Nice.
Full time Johnson over there.
Yeah. So interesting story is back in the day when I was on the alumni board, we would show up and help kids move in.
Don't do that anymore.
Well, I don't know.
No.
But so the thing is, there was one day that President Alsop and I were at the back of a car, and he grabs a thing, and I grab a box, and I asked the dad, "Where are we going?" We're going to 413 Johnson or what? Or I'm sorry, London. I'm like, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, 4th floor, London. So I set the box down and said, "Sorry, I can't go up there." Because back in the day,
Yeah.
we called ourselves on 4th Johnson the Jungle.
Uh-huh.
Guns N' Roses time, all that stuff. And 4th London called themselves the Psych Ward. So we had all sorts of shenanigans and games, and we would go up there and allegedly, I don't know about if this is true or not, but there may have been a fire extinguisher or two let off in that, and you penny locked the doors, and they had like 55-gallon drums for garbage cans.
Animals.
And you would fill them up in the mop closet with water and lean it up against somebody's door and knock.
Yeah.
Bad ideas. I mean, this is all I heard. Allegedly, I have no proof of this actually happening. So there was a war between 4th London and 4th Johnson, and
It's fun to have a war, though.
yeah. And so the director for the dorm, brought us all together and said, you guys need to call truce. This is starting to get ridiculous. Nobody got hurt. I mean, it was just
It's all in good fun.
sure shenanigans. And so we
I want the next person to say shenanigan. I'm going to pistol whip.
I think you're full of shenanigans. Oh, Jesus. Ow. So anyway, we got together, and then the group of us, we sat there and said, "You don't ever come up to 4th Johnson, and we'll never, ever go to 4th London." So I'm trying to help, and 25, 30 years later,
Got to honor the truce, huh?
I had to, exactly. I don't want
treaty.
Yeah, I don't want somebody penny locking me in my house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So great story, Andy.
Good job.
Thanks.
Well,
that's
no,
a
I
good
like
job.
it. It's good. I'm glad he's in Tanner. I think he was probably thinking he was going to be in JNL somewhere, because that's what a lot of people go.
Generally freshmen.
Yeah, but I like
Not
Tanner.
this year anymore.
Yeah.
I know.
They're mixing and matching,
Oh,
hoping
I
to
love
keep the
Tanner.
young bucks in
Yeah.
line.
Bigger rooms, closer to the campus center,
Yeah.
closer to your classes, right in the middle of the campus,
Yeah.
so you can roll on down. I like it. I'm glad that he's there.
That's good.
Yeah.
yeah. Great spot.
Mhm.
Good job,
Yeah.
Jack. Yeah. So anyway, Briar Cliff, Coach, you've had a lot of
I mean,
experience.
it's
Yeah.
no Noonan Hall, apparently. But
No, it's not.
Noonan. Miss it. So,
Coach Ledage has been a great
oh, yeah.
resource.
resource for me going into the GPAC. He was sent me a nice message this year after we beat him, and could tell
He looks like a nice guy.
we
does.
were trying to do things the right way. And
He looks like a guy that you could crack a beer with.
yeah,
Oh, that's good.
I'm sure he would like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I already did it.
But he's doing his best. He's got really good players there all the time,
I'm telling you,
and we've always played him first, and that's always the
Luke Davies.
toughest game.
Luke Davies.
Yeah, the dude
That dude is.
Well, and they just graduated their best receiver. I think he's a grad student at Cal Poly now,
Oh my gosh.
so he's good enough to go.
Well,
Yeah. Right.
not to talk about Jack too much, but he also went to Briar Cliff. It was an option for him. They
Yeah.
recruited him pretty well. He did like Coach Ledage. He likes you better, and that's what it boiled down to.
Good.
It was a little bit further away than he wanted to be, but he could see that they're doing things, and they are. They're doing good things over
Yeah,
there.
I
So
agree.
it'll be fun, I think, for there's probably lots of kids in that situation that
Yep.
get and it's not just Briar Cliff. It's, and now we're in the GPAC. There's going to be kids that are on our team that are, that are recruited by the other programs we're competing against, and vice versa, that they're in the other programs and they had the opportunity to be with us. So let's go,
Well, and I think he's done a good job because, there's another college in Sioux City, and he's been able to get good players into.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to see them over there in Sioux City on October 26th at a 1 p.m. kickoff.
It's our only overnight game.
Overnighter.
Only overnight game.
Man.
We tried to see if they'd move it to 4.
Oh, yeah.
With Briar Cliff?
Yeah.
They like to be under the lights, and they got a new stadium.
And I
let them show it off.
Well, no, we're playing at 1 on Saturday.
1 o'clock.
So we're going to go up there Friday night.
That's right after lunch.
Yeah. Right after lunch. And their stadium.
You don't care what time you get done. It's what time you got to start.
I don't want to leave here at 5.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. But we're going to. Right?
I would like to stay in Sioux City. I think that's, even though
we're going to go stay at the Warrior.
Yeah.
I looked it up. Looks big enough.
Oh, it is big enough.
Get a rate.
Looks nice. Yeah, I will.
Get a rate.
Well,
Coach Ani, if you're listening.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's my hotel guy.
Oh, he's the hotel guy.
He does a great job.
He looks like a hotel guy.
He's good with that stuff.
He's got all that, good stuff in his toolbox. He's just got probably a spreadsheet like I do.
Oh, yeah. Exactly.
He's got a lot of spreadsheets.
He likes the
big tech guy.
Because remember when we had him on here, it's like, what do you do in your spare time, Coach? And he's like, well, I like to go in and watch YouTube videos of Microsoft Excel tutorials.
And lately he's been watching how to tie rope, different rope, because he's a big outdoorsman.
It's a great skill to have.
Yeah, and he's
not from Sioux City, is he? Because he might be the next serial killer.
No, he's from.
He's a Minneapolis
guy.
Well,
he's a St. Paul guy.
Yeah, he's St. Paul.
You never know.
So he's already there.
You never know.
Already there. Yeah. Well, since we're on the subject with hotels, I think their field. I don't know if it's called Memorial Field. I think it is, but I don't think that's right. I think that's what they used to play at.
That's what they used to.
Yeah, that's where they used to play.
So
that was
their own. What's it called now?
Was that where Bishop Heelan played their ball?
Yeah.
Yeah. See. I'm Bishop Heelan High School. I don't know if Bishop Heelan was much of a ball player back in the day.
Might have been great. Usually they're great baseball players for some reason.
The Catholics?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
I don't know what they got.
Why is that?
On.
Like Central of Fenton?
Yep.
Yeah.
Recruiting.
The satellites.
The Warriors, the top of my list, is an autograph collection there in Sioux City. But then you've got the Hilton Garden, Hard Rock Hotel and Casino.
Oh, if you want to gamble, folks, you bet.
Yeah.
Throw $1 into the slot machine and change.
Demi
your
Moore
life.
still own part of the Hard Rock, or did she sell out of that?
Wow, that's a great question that I have no answer to.
Hampton Inn and Suites.
What did Debbie Moore sing?
Not Debbie Moore. Demi Moore. Oh, I said it. Demi.
You said Debbie.
I said Demi, and it's
it's
like
Demi. Demi Moore? I don't know, but
she was in there. Bruce Willis, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sloan.
Neighbor.
They were all in there. Country Inn and Suites is also there. You know what they don't have though for our what was that one?
Ramada.
They don't know. Well, we did give. We're not getting sponsored by Ramada.
Coach,
and there might be a Ramada there, but that's not on my list for that reason. Maybe
we were in Spirit Lake, and there's a Ramada.
Yes,
Spirit
you
Lake,
did.
And I sent Troy. I took a picture of the sign and said, "We're in a bad part of town, Troy."
Bad part of town.
We're actually at a furniture store that's very nice.
Not in Econo Lodge though. Remember those?
They got a Stony Creek Hotel. I do like those. They're kind of neat. South Sioux City Marriott Riverfront, and there's an Avid Hotel City, Sioux City, and then Holiday Inn Express, of course. And then there's something called a Winnevegas Casino Resort as well.
That's huge.
So that's there. Plenty of places to stay, folks. There's 85,000 people in town. They've got plenty of places to stay.
Call your relatives.
Check it out.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So back to their football field for 1 second. Mm-hmm. So it was a soccer field only,
and
it's called Faber Field. And so what they did,
Animal House. Of course, it's Faber Field.
Faber Field. And so what they did, they just turfed it. That's all they did. They turfed it and made it.
So they called it a field because it used to be a pitch, right? Because
it used to only be a pitch.
Yeah, because soccer is played on a pitch.
Yes, and now it's a dual sport.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, and if the score of a soccer match is 2-0, it's 2-0, not 0.
You know how you say, and I've noticed this. I don't care.
I've been known to say that from time to time.
No.
That's how I feel about soccer. Although I do have a soccer T-shirt. That's from Waldorf Soccer, so thanks very much. That was nice. But that was like 8 years ago, so I don't know what they've been doing since.
Well, again, we share.
Those guys are long gone.
Yeah.
So
free T-shirts are gone.
yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant the soccer team. I'm like, geez,
What happened?
No, I just meant the coach.
We got more meeting spaces?
yeah, storage spaces is what I'm thinking. Like, hey, no, we got some.
They're the second biggest program on campus.
They are. They got a lot of kids out there. And
I'm just guessing. I would assume
It should
that
be
they do.
track.
They got two.
It should be track.
They got two. What?
they got
Men's and women's
soccer.
and track and cross country. It should. We should have.
Yeah, but they're probably the same people.
60.
Track and cross country are
No.
the same people.
No,
No, they're not.
wrong, sir.
Similar.
Similar folks.
Really?
Same
They're not-
coach.
Cross country is just like distance runners. They're not running.
What, Jana, is it Jana?
Yeah,
Yeah, Jana's the coach of both, but
Oh,
they're
right.
different. Yeah.
Different people.
because they're going to have about 60 people on their team.
Mm-hmm.
It's about half of us.
Yeah, but doesn't that seem like that the... How big is the soccer team?
40 total, probably 20 and 20.
Well, that's why. No free.
I have no idea. How many did
I
they
don't
put
know. I
out?
made that up.
They put 9 out there at a time.
Yeah.
I know that soccer players... The only thing I know about soccer players is that they can run. Like if you're a midfielder or whatever they're called, then you can run probably 3 miles in a game.
I played goalie when I played soccer.
So
Oh,
that's
you
when I
were
was
a
recruiting
football
for the National Guard and a soccer player. I was like, hey, Waldorf, what do you play? And he was like, if they said goalie, I was like, well, how much you weigh? Nobody else I had to ask that question.
yeah.
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 'Cause we didn't run.
Yeah.
I'm a
I say
Midland.
we.
Oh, they had you. Oh, you had a team with 2
Yeah.
goalies.
Yeah.
What
were
was
just
this?
right here.
Were you
Ain't
like
getting past
5?
us.
Was this like
They get
6?
past us.
That's a game I've never, other than watching.
That was my first sport ever.
The clock goes the wrong direction. I don't understand it. Doesn't count down. It counts up.
Well, it's kind of like, isn't,
What if all sports did that?
I don't know.
yeah, because then they
And I
add,
could see baseball doing
Yeah,
it.
they
sometimes
do
they
add.
add time to it.
Because of the penalties.
Yeah, they'll add, like,
You get yellow carded, that's at least 20 extra seconds.
We're just showing our ignorance here. I have no idea.
I don't know. And
About,
Do you
and I
think
don't know.
Do you think our fans
is-
know?
it is the world's most popular sport.
There's one fan out there that's listening to this and is like, also for some reason, the alternative football fan.
Mm.
They have a sign in their office that says this is the football office. The throw ball office is on the other side. They call us the throw ball team.
Yeah, but who wants to get thrown down the stairs?
Yeah, I mean we've got 330 pounders,
Yeah, we do.
multiple of them.
Exactly.
Catch the midfield.
You take your biggest guy, we'll take our biggest guy, and we'll meet out in the middle of the pitch
Yeah,
and see what happens.
The only people that would take that challenge would be the hockey players.
They'd be like, yeah, let's go
Yes.
for it then.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
No reason. not
Let's
to.
do it. Yeah.
some of our hockey guys are pretty big. They're not 350 pounds.
No.
They're crazy. You
Hockey
got to be a little
players are
crazy.
generally tough.
Yeah, you got to be kind of
Yeah,
crazy.
certain baseball players could really be tough too.
Yeah.
You know?
Wrestlers,
Oh yeah.
they always say that if you're in a bar,
Well, if you can get them to the ground, then you're dead.
but if you're in a bar,
It's like, well, I don't fight fair by your rules, so
Yeah.
I hope you're ready for a
It's a street fight.
bottle in the throat.
Yeah, what are we doing here?
if
We ain't grappling.
if you're picking on a guy in his mid-30s with cauliflower ear, you're gonna lose.
yeah. Or you're just fighting a guy who just, was like, I don't wear it because I wanted the cauliflower ear. Like, okay, no, let's now. Next, show
It's a
me your
part of his
tattoos.
look. Yeah, it's a part of his look. Doesn't want to be messed with.
That's right. All right, we've offended a lot of people there. Probably a lot of wrestlers. We're going to have to fight our way out of
So
the
what is
bunker.
isn't soccer the most popular?
I think it's the most
sport in the world?
international sport.
in the world. Yeah,
I think.
and then
you're right.
I think cricket is way up there as well, which I don't understand cricket at all.
I don't either.
I mean, auto racing is up there. Baseball, obviously, internationally.
Yeah. I watched ping pong on ESPN, the Ocho, the other day.
why?
It's pretty international, I think.
Is that really is there really an Ocho? I thought
Dude.
that was just a joke from
No, it was ESPN 8,
dodgeball movie.
the Ocho. No, for
Is there a 7?
there's no 7.
So they just go the ESPN 2 to
Ocho.
ESPN 8.
Yeah, they skipped a lot of numbers.
I wonder why.
I did watch a sport. I don't know what it's called. Maybe you can help me out with this because it involves like usually a man and a woman, and there's teams, so a man and woman on each side, and there's like a little table that they use their feet and they kick the ball over it and they do amazing moves. I don't know what it's called. Have you ever seen that?
It's like ping pong, but
Similar to ping pong.
you're
The rules are
kicking.
similar, but they
Yeah.
can kick and they can do different
Yeah,
things.
I don't
like
know
that.
what it's called, but I've seen it. I've seen that on sand volleyball.
I have
too.
watched it
Yes.
Yeah.
for the same reason that I would watch beach volleyball. because
I watch beach
I think like
volleyball
one of
for-
the greatest, whatever that sport is called, athletes is like this Brazilian lady who's got like this loser partner. Everybody's watching her. She's amazing. He's pretty good, but like if he screws it up and he does, she's just like,
Well, you and I may watch.
no.
We might watch beach volleyball for different reasons.
Yeah, you got real slunched down in your seat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Well,
I'm breathing hard.
do you think people are watching football for that reason?
No,
No,
It is becoming more popular with females.
it is. It is.
Are we talking soccer?
No.
No.
Oh, thank God.
When I say football, by golly, I mean it. I don't
No,
mean
thank you.
soccer.
Not football.
Not football. And
Not
no.
F-U-T-B-O-L.
Get out of here.
Yeah, thank
Sure,
you.
you play with your feet. Makes sense. But
Exactly.
We kick sometimes too. Mostly
we
go
do.
for it on fourth, but we kick.
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway,
She's all good. Oh, yeah.
Shane LeDage did a good job over there. Pretty happy with him. Who can we say about the? I didn't look at his roster.
There was one year that they charged the field. I don't know if you remember that. McCoy Yakel got the game-winning interception. They threw him down out of bounds, and one of their coaches came running from their sideline
I was there.
all the way over
That
to
was-
our sideline.
That was over there.
with like 12 seconds to go,
Yep.
and about started a brawl.
Why would they do that?
I have no idea. I think because they
Shenanigans, Troy.
Yeah, I think
Shenanigans.
they thought-
Shenanigans.
I think they thought we were dogpiling their player on our sideline, but
Oh,
we
yeah.
were dogpiling McCoy,
Yeah.
like a congratulatory.
Well, that's
I'm
what
going to
you
break
do.
your ribs. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And you're going to get an
The
interception.
dog pile, by the way, is the worst celebration
It's
ever,
dumb.
Yeah, it's terrible.
ever made.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
That is
usually
not
and that usually happens to kickers. You know?
yeah,
That-
like they're not built for that. And then the
No.
slap on the helmet after a good play is horrible too.
Yeah.
That's how you get concussion.
What should we do instead? Chest bump where you jump
Chest
up in
bumps,
the jump
anything-
up in the air and smash into
Yeah,
each other.
yeah,
Yeah, at
The
some
big-
point-
the big chest bump.
Yeah, I'm not. No.
First guy on their roster is a number 2 named Tulsa Janish. He's a senior. I like the name Tulsa. He's a senior, like I mentioned, so he may not be. This could be out of date.
Yeah,
probably, actually. But come on, GPAC, update your dang websites. It's probably hard to do when you're still recruiting, I suppose.
Yeah,
You know, when do you do that?
I give them the
Third week
final
of
roster
practice.
second week of August.
Okay.
Second week of August.
Second week.
So I looked at our website.
He was
today.
pretty good. He was a dual
You
athlete.
didn't like it?
It's not that I don't like our website, but when you click on coaches, there's you and Coach Ani and Coach Donadio, and
Not a picture of me anywhere.
nope,
We can get you on there.
Also,
Or
not
me.
a coach.
or Coach Hodak,
But we can
or
have Gridiron
Ben
Club.
Brummer.
Yeah.
But it has
I
listed.
know. We just hired folks.
Okay, I'm just
So,
saying. No,
we
we've
just-
had folks around for a while. We need to get their pictures on the website.
No, we just hired folks on that side of campus to do those jobs.
Okay, let's get it done.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Exactly. Remember, shirtless tie.
Yes.
Mean mug.
Shirtless tile and
tie.
a
Forgot
scowl.
about that.
Scowl.
Boy, that just really peaked. Sorry. I hope that the processing takes that out. I really cackled on that. Shirtless tie. Yeah. Just the whole.
Our last Gridiron meeting, he was shirtless.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, we were just all sitting around in jock straps.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
exactly.
Getting a tan.
Exactly. Does that look infected? Wow.
I don't know. I feel like, so here's how I Briar Cliff to me seems like a school that's on the rise. They can
agree.
say the same thing about us. Nobody's really besides Briar Cliff has played us, so they don't know. Briar Cliff's got some experience.
Yeah.
I feel like that we would beat Briar Cliff, but that I don't want it to seem overconfident. We've done it, quite a bit, so I want to make sure that we continue that.
Last 4 times we played, we
keep that going. You can never count your victories because you just that leads to trouble, and I know you know that, and your players are going to take every.
Well, I've been
one week at a
singing
time.
for the last 3 years. I've been singing love songs to Luke Davies. I mean,
Yeah.
impressive that he came to Forest City as a freshman starting quarterback.
Yeah.
And had a ton of composure. He's fun to watch. And I mean, the kid's got nothing but upside.
Yeah.
As long as he has targets, he's going to do
Now
well.
they brought in another guy, Judd Roberts. He's from Des Moines. So I think those guys are going to battle it out. But I think Shane's done a good job with that community too, because you've been. I mean, their tailgating area was pretty
Yeah, they got it
pretty
going
popping
on
over there. Yeah,
you
and
bet.
to have Morningside in the same town as you, and you've got community people coming to you. That's
for sure.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
Yeah, looking forward to going over there and trying to give them that 5 in a row.
Yeah.
But we got to play the game, and again, I think they are on the rise.
Yep.
You know, they 4 years ago when we first, you know, when we played them here, and Luke was a starting QB as a true freshman. There was a lot of freshmen and sophomores on their roster starting.
And you got to grow them up. Yeah.
Well, right, and that's what they've done, and they brought in some good guys. I can't imagine, and again, Coach Ledege, he's just got it. He's got the right idea.
Yeah.
You know, and he's seen some big programs. You know, Wyoming, Minot.
Yeah.
That's nothing to cough at, but yeah, I hope for. Hope
Did he graduate? Did Davies graduate? He's listed as a senior. I don't know how updated this website is. I will say this: last season, so in 21, that's what you're talking about. He played 11 games. If that's his freshman year, that this would be his senior year.
Yep,
he played 11 games. In 22, he played 9.
I think he got hurt.
And then in last year, he played 5.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I don't know.
He's had some injuries.
Had some injuries.
Okay, and that's why they probably felt the need to bring in a quarterback.
of course. Yeah, you got to have somebody to you know. You don't even want to say your number 2 quarterback.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean,
it should be a constant battle every week.
Every week.
Think.
Yeah.
That's what the best teams do. They got a bunch of depth, and nobody should feel safe.
Yeah.
That's
like
the way
that.
it is.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So that's Briar Cliff.
Yeah.
Well,
Cliff.
it's in a great town. It's worth the trip. There's plenty of
Easy
places
trip.
to stay. Lots of good restaurants. Plenty of good bars. Good places for breakfast too in the morning if you're staying overnight.
I love breakfast.
It's an early game, so we're there on a Saturday afternoon right away at 1 to get out there. It's I think about I'd say 3 hours is a safe bet to get here from Forest City. So from campus,
That's true.
So you're out there and getting set up. It's a real it's a school that we're going to enjoy playing. I think we'll be able to establish a rivalry right away.
Oh, show.
It'll be good to play them and it count as a conference game.
Amen.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Which most of the games this season for us do.
Yeah.
Yeah. All but one is a conference.
All but one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
It's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, folks, that's Briar Cliff University as we wade through the GPAC. And hopefully you guys are enjoying this, and hopefully we don't offend too many people, you know, Catholics and Presbyterians.
I think our fans like it.
And the Dutch.
And if you don't like it,
Hey,
you
you
just
could
text the
text,
program. Text the
Text
program.
us.
We'd love to hear from
Listen,
you.
you cowards, nobody texts this program. And I've said this now for what, 2-3 weeks? Well,
At least.
let me check, Andy. I'll check right
Oh, wait, we're going to check and see if we've got any text messages. If you're,
now. It's probably,
You're gonna get called.
I don't think
All
there's
right,
going to be
folks,
any.
this is
Fan
exciting.
mail says, no messages in your inbox yet. Loser, keep podcasting. But it didn't say the loser part.
So who's going to
Keep
be the
grinding.
first one?
Yeah, I
Who's
don't
going to
know.
be the first one?
All you got to do is says,
Get in
whatever it is.
there.
Yeah, it's on the.
Yeah.
It's on the thing.
Contact the show.
Yeah.
Is it anonymous or can we see the?
I hope not.
I'll show you on some other shows real
Like
quick.
if we were giving away, if we said, "Hey, we're going to give away some gridiron swag to the first person,"
So
you know,
it's-
we'd have like
all
40.
you see is like the
Yeah.
last 4 of their because they text
off
the show.
their actual
All you
number.
see is the last 4 of their phone number and
Yeah.
kind of where they're coming from.
Bush League.
And yeah, it's so we don't get to see their name, which is so they can. So you're fairly anonymous, and
Unless we're giving away swag, then
So-
tell
well,
us
then
who
they're
you
going to be
are.
like, "Hey, this is it'll be somebody."
Well, you could
This
put
is
your
Reed
name in there.
Burkholder.
Yeah,
I need to.
yeah.
yeah, he can afford his own.
But since we're talking about that, I might as well just say, folks, there's a couple of things that we really want you to know. We mentioned it once already.
Oh, yeah.
The time to buy your Waldorf Gridiron Club swag is right now. We have a store that's open. It's a great business over in Algona. It's just about 40 minutes away, 45 minutes away from Forest City. It's called Threads, and you can order online. We'll put the link here in the show notes, so you can be sure to do that. It's pretty simple, folks. We've got the sweatshirts with the hoodies and the without the hood, and there's a funny ad that goes with it, and put it on the
T-shirts,
I'm
long
sure it
sleeves
will be here
T-shirts.
somewhere. I'll insert it later into
Go
this
look.
program. Yeah, go check
Go
it
look
out.
and click and order and make it hurt a little bit.
Pretty reasonable.
Hey, you know what?
And we're just like Costco. It's a 10% overcharge. That's what we'll just lay it out on the line for you right now. It's
Yeah.
we're like 10% over.
Yeah.
Like we're making a little bit of money on this, not a lot. It's just great to show you're a member of the Gridiron Club, or if you're not yet, it's a way that you can pretend like you're a member of the Gridiron Club, and you can do that. And it does help raise some funds for the football team. So go check that out.
Do it.
Link will be in the show note. Also,
Golf.
if you want to golf.
Hey there, Woo Ball fans. Make plans now to kick off the 2024 season at the first Waldorf Gridiron Club Golf Tournament, Friday, September 6th at the Gruis Golf Course. Start your home opener tailgating experience early by registering your 4-person team now at woogridironevents@gmail.com. Find the link in the show notes. It's just $150 for each team, and that includes meals. If you want to sponsor one of our 9 holes, you can do that too for just $300, which includes the team registration, meals, hole signage, and recognition. This is a fundraiser for the Gridiron Club, and all money raised goes straight to the Warrior football program. We'll start registration at 12:15, get a welcome from the coaches, and explain the tournament rules at 12:45, then off to a shotgun start to our scramble at 1 p.m. Think of it as a kickoff. It's just a 9-hole tournament, so there will be plenty of time for our evening meal, flight prizes, and pre-game camaraderie around 5 p.m. You can bring your own cart or rent them right there at the course. The Gruis Golf Course is located west of Forest City at 2724 360th Street in rural Buffalo Center. We can't wait to see you at the Waldorf Gridiron Club Golf Tournament September 6th. Get your team together and register today by emailing woogridironevents@gmail.com, and we'll get you taken care of. Go Warriors!
This is the first home game, talking about that one non-conference game that we're going to have, and that's St. Francis. The night before that, we want to get all together, and we want to have a good time out at Gruis.
Gruis.
I say Gruis, too.
It's Gruis.
Some people say Gruis.
They're wrong.
I believe they are wrong.
Gruis.
Because I grew up here, and that's how they say
Gruis.
it. That's how it's spelled.
I've only heard Gruis.
Gruis. Recreation Center. It's a golf course. It's a great time. It's also known as the Barn. It's out kind of in the middle of nowhere. So wonderful
makes it
time.
beautiful.
It is. And it's not that far away from, I think it's 9 miles from Forest City or something like that. Maybe a little bit further.
A little further.
But it's a great time. Our committee's put a lot of work into it and done a great job. So get your foursome together. It would help us plan for the event. Obviously, we're going to try to sell as many teams as we can, but keep it reasonable. And I know that also there's a little bit of, we'll decide when we get a little bit closer. There's no hurry. That's in September, and this is only July.
It's filling up.
6 weeks. 6 weeks. And
6 weeks.
Get a spot.
Grab a spot.
Yeah.
Do it. Yeah, a lot of stuff going on. Make sure that you're right.
Enjoying the Gridiron Club.
Enjoying the Gridiron Club.
You should go to our website for the love of God and click the donate button. That's the easiest way to do it. Yeah.
Remember, just pick 1 through 9. Start pushing zeros until your banker calls you and says, "I think there's a fraudulent activity." It doesn't matter. Then start taking zeros off until they say, "Yeah, that'll take care of your account."
Sounds good.
Do it. All right, folks. That's it for this episode of the Waldorf Gridiron Club podcast. All things Briar Cliff University, the Cliff. The Catholic Franciscan University in Sioux City, Iowa, home of the Beaver.
Wait,
go.
One more thing.
Oh, please.
If we did send out all of our emails, we sent out our email list for the letters that all went out.
Oh, it did.
Yep, just before the 4th of July, in fact.
Well,
Celebrate America. And might be actually going out on the 4th of July, to be honest with you. So if you got one and you say, "What's this?" That's the big ask.
That's the ask.
Go check it out. Yeah.
Join
Please.
the Gridiron Club this year 24. It's gonna be great. And then if you didn't get an email and you'd like to get an email because you don't want to be left out, which
Contact the show.
All you got to do, text the show, throw in your email. I'll hook you up, and we will get it started.
Amen.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you've heard it, folks. Do it. Do it. All right. Well, that's going to do it for this episode of the Waldorf Gridiron Club podcast. For Coach Tyler Chapa, Troy Thompson, this is Andy Buffington, and forever and always, go Warriors. You can join the Waldorf Gridiron Club and be part of the best small college football experience in America.
Just visit our website and pick your membership level. Find us and everything Waldorf Gridiron Club related, including professional photos, at waldorfgridironclub.org.
You can also click on the Support the Show link in the show notes to donate.
And you can even use the United States Postal Service by sending your check to the Waldorf Gridiron Club, P.O. Box 125, Forest City, Iowa 50436.
It's tax exempt, hassle-free, and has a level for every budget.
That's right. Anyone can join, even our rivals.
Show your colors. Join the Gridiron Club today.
Get it?
Got it. Fantastic.
The Waldorf Gridiron Club podcast is hosted by Andy Buffington and me, Troy Thompson. Produced by Sunnyside Farm Studios in beautiful rural Forest City, Iowa. Platformed by Buzzsprout and music by Soundstrike. The Waldorf Gridiron Club is a 501c3 nonprofit organization dedicated to the student athletes of the Waldorf University football program. Our mission is to assist the program in maintaining the best small college football experience in America. This week on the Love is Love Boat.
Hey, Gopher, isn't that Ned Backover boarding the ship?
That actor who dresses like an actress?
Sometimes he looks better than his leading ladies. He sings, too.
Of course he does.
Hello, welcome aboard. I'm Julie, your cruise director.
Yeah, I'm Ned Backover. Pronouns he, she, z, Gigi, and,
Okay, Mr. Bot?
it's just Ned. I don't subscribe to amatonormative, gender-biased monikers. I'm a polyamorous, pansexual, stormtrooper.
Okay, Ned. Your cabin number is 614.
Numbers are oppressive. I'm a, demisexual and sapioromantic. I'll invent a new way for you to identify my cabin while I'm on board.
Okay, bye-bye.
That might make room service a challenge, eh, Isaac?
Don't drag me into this.
I see what you did there.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back from your day ashore at Playa del Carmen.
Welcome back, Ned. That's a very nice sundress you're wearing.
Yeah, it's, Balenciaga. My grandmother recently dead-named me. So I wear this to mourn her loss. She isn't dead. She's just dead to me. It's the only moral thing to do.
It's something. Would you like me to have your plant delivered to your suite?
Not just a plant, you worm. Talking about my fiancé here.
I'm sorry. It looks like a cactus.
Well, its name is aloe vera. Pronoun it. I wasn't quite sure how to sex a plant, but I can assure you we're in love.
I'm sorry. I didn't know you were affianced.
We met ashore this afternoon. I nearly sat on it at the beach. And then we laughed for a long time. We talked. And now we're engaged.
Well, that could be a problem.
Why? Because it's a plant? What are you, some kind of botanical bigot? Don't you know I'm also botanosexual? As of today.
No, it's just that, well, if you met your fiancé ashore this afternoon and you intend to keep him aboard, you'll need to purchase a ticket for it, him, her,
That's ridiculous. It's a plant.
Yes, but a plant you are deeply in love with. You'll need another ticket.
Is there a problem, Gopher?
Captain, your purser is trying to commit highway robbery here.
Is that true, Gopher?
Absolutely not, Captain. This is a ship. We're nowhere near a highway.
That's true. The euphemism is high seas piracy when afloat. Is that what's going on here?
No, sir, I was just explaining to Mr. Ned.
Ned, you fascist.
Ned here, sir. Since he is bringing aboard his new fiancée, which doesn't have a ticket, ZZ will have to purchase one for Itsy Bitsy.
I'm afraid that's correct, Ned. This is the Love is Love boat, but we do have rules regarding commerce and who stays aboard. As the old sea saying goes, he, she, it, z, Mephistopheles who pays, stays.
But I have a suite.
And I'm sure your fiancé will be very impressed with your largesse. Gopher?
Fine.
Alrighty then. Would you like a drink package for it?
Hello, Ned. That's a very revealing swimsuit.
That's a gift from Madonna. She wore it to my reverse bris ceremony.
Oh, well, I guess you could say it suits you.
Indeed. I'm going to lay out by the pool, and I don't want to be interrupted by commoners. Can you make sure I'm left alone?
I'm sure we'll be able to keep our passengers at a safe distance. See, they're already stepping out of their way to avoid you.
Good. I think I might take a nappy nap.
Well, don't forget your sunscreen. The sun's been wicked this voyage.
Wicked's good, Julie. Wicked is good.
Ned? Gigi? Ned? Wake up. You've been sleeping for hours, and you're very red.
Oh, my chest. What? My chest?
Very red.
Oh, my arms. My back. Oh, the agony. I'm burnt to a crisp. Oh, my. What will aloe vera think? Oh, this is just the worst. Of course, this would happen. Who am I to blame?
I'll get the ship's doctor.
I'm red. This is horrible.
Now, Ned, this is one of the most severe sunburns I've ever seen.
Isn't there anything you can do?
Well, unfortunately, no. The sun has been absolutely wicked on this voyage, and I've treated half the passengers already. I'm all out of relief cream until we return to port tomorrow morning.
But, Doctor, I'm dying here.
Well, you're not dying, but I can see you are in a great deal of pain and embarrassment.
There's got to be something you can find on the ship to make this pain go away.
Perhaps. If only there was some aloe vera around.
What did you say?
Oh, nothing. Nothing. Aloe vera. It's a cactus that possesses a natural relief to sunburn pain, but well, there aren't any cacti on this ship.
My fiancée has some aloe vera, but...
Excellent! Well, let's have her bring it here. Is she in your cabin? What's the number?
No, I can't. I can't, Doctor. It wouldn't be right.
What? What, Ned? What wouldn't be right?
I can't. I can't ask my fiancée for the aloe vera.
Well, of course you can, Ned. It's your fiancée. Why wouldn't she give it to you in your dire state?
Because my fiancée is the aloe vera plant.
Oh, for crying out loud. Gopher, please go to Ned's room, suite 614, and retrieve his fiancée. And bring it to the infirmary.
No, not like this. Aloe vera!
Here's your cactus.
Get out!
All right, Ned, now just calm down. I'll just take a little bit of the aloe vera from your fiancé and apply it to your shoulders.
Oh, yes, thank you. Oh, thank you, Doctor. That really is so much better.
Uh-oh.
What? What, oh?
Well, it's just that, well, you're going to need a lot more aloe vera than I thought to cover all your burns.
Damn those shoulders. I got them from my mother. He was a linebacker. But Doctor, go ahead. Take a little more.
Okay. Here we go.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm so sorry. My love, I'm sorry. Oh, but that is much better. More, Doctor.
Are you sure?
Yes, shut up. Do it. Oh, more. Yes, just shut up and do it. Oh, just do it. Oh, yes, that's great. Oh, aloe vera. Aloe vera, I'll always love you. Aloe vera, you are wonderful. Oh, you are wonderful, my bride. My bride. Oh, yes. Oh, aloe vera, you'll always be a part of me. Oh.
Next week on the Love is Love boat.
Hey, Gopher, check out that van full of ladies that just pulled up.
Sister wives. God love them.